I know you're somewhere. I'm trapped in.
Hello, 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 my lovelies. Welcome to the March Jun Tarot. Right now, we are going to be going into BTS's career. BTS career path for the next 4 months has been thrown into the den today, and we're just going to figure out what's kind of going to be going on with them for the next 4 months, including this month. So I pulled out a lot of oracle cards and four tarot to just kind of see the overall general just feelings or events that may be happening for them. Okay. Now, before I start this reading, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe. Make sure that you email me at thelionsdentarot@yahoo.com if you would like to purchase a reading from me. It could be a reading for yourself, a personal reading, or it could be a reading for your favorite idol and celebrity. Just hit me up for prices or anything like that. So let's go on into this. So let's start with the oracle cards that I got for BTS, and we're going to start here. Okay. So this is my Sasoli Oracle deck, and they got both number 19 and 11 in reverse. And it's very interesting the way these cards came out because they almost look exactly the same. So if you see, this is number 19. Let me make sure you can see the way number 19 looks. My camera is really bad at focusing, guys. So, and then number 11. There we go. So number 19 and then number 11, right? So 11 was reversed and 19 was upright. So let's talk about these two cards first. So 19 is basically talking about, being at the top, being at the top of your game, kind of climbing to the top of the tower. You're you've been raised up and you're just, you're at the top of your game. BTS right now is basically, this card is talking about them being a very big influence to the people around them. And it causes other people, of course, to build on top of that as well. So coming up for them is, of course, them continuing to build on their career. But 11 comes out to say that there is a worst case scenario coming out for them. 11 in reverse is talking about the worst thing that can happen for them is that they'll learn a lesson. So there, by that, I was already kind of worried for BTS. I kind of got a little bit worried. So we're going to go into further detail on what's going on with them in the next 4 months. So I, used my Sacred Travelers deck. I believe that's what it's called, Oracle deck. And so we have Answering the Call and then Distant Thunder. So now look at the way they're arranged, right? Okay, so Answering the Call and number 19 is basically, again, being put on a pedestal, being up there, being at the top of your game, and also being a great influence to help people around them learn and grow, right? And they're answering that call. They're being called to do greater, bigger, and greater things, and they've answered that call. But see, Distant Thunder is right under basically your worst case scenario was learning a lesson. Okay, so it's definitely going to be some trouble that we may start to see towards possibly the end of the 4 months. By the end of the 4 months, we're probably going to start to see some more trouble, or even earlier than that. So then let's go into my Isis Oracle, right? And so we have the Dark Mysteries, the Temple. Did I only have 3 cards here? Yes, okay. So the Dark Mysteries, the Temple of Carnelian, if I pronounce that right, and Abundance of Sotis. So with these 3 cards, it's kind of mirroring. It's kind of saying similar to the rest of the Oracle decks, except it's saying more of they're, again, being called to have courage and called to push forward. And it can be this calling that seems to be coming up, answering the call and just calling to be an influence for others can be more than just spiritual, but it can be more of them answering the demand, the high demand of music and content because they are now like the biggest boy band in the world, of course. Um, and so the Temple of Carnelian, again, I hope I'm saying that right. It's talking about almost like it being a very, very rough road. Like it's a test. Like they're going to be tested. It's not going to be a smooth ride. Like, hey, boom, BTS drops a music video and, gets to the top and just everything is going to be perfectly fine. It's going to be very difficult for them. I'm not saying that getting number one or anything is going to be difficult for them, but more on a personal level, it's going to be very difficult for them. They're going to, of course, succeed. We have abundance of Sotus. They're going to succeed. They're going to, of course, break more records, get a lot more achievements, awards. They're going to be growing throughout this year, of course. But it's going to come at a price. Okay. I did the tarot first before I even drew those oracles. And so the tarot we have, let me put it in order. The Nine of Cups, Five of Cups, and the High Priestess. So basically, it's still talking about them, having an abundance of success. Them being very successful, them being very fulfilled. But the Five of Cups is also talking about kind of the feeling like they're not. It hasn't been perfected. Like feeling like it's not right. Like this isn't right. Like we could have done better with this. We could have, maybe we should have changed this. Maybe we should have done that. Like there's going to be a lot of doubts. There are going to be a lot of insecurities. There's going to be a lot of pressure on them mentally. It's going to be a lot of pressure on them mentally. Even though they're going to be giving you content and building on the inside, it's going to be a lot of doubting themselves, a lot of pressure, a lot of inner turmoil. So it's really a lot that's going to be going on with them behind the scenes. Okay. So then we also have the High Priestess and then the Ten of Swords. And it's going to get to a point where they very much know that they're overdoing it. And they very much are going to know that they're driving themselves insane. And so it's like the Ten of Swords is like they may burn out. Okay. So they're looking towards a burnout towards the end of the next 4 months. Like it's not really looking good for them. Like successfully, like career wise, yes, but physically and emotionally, it looks like they're meeting a burnout. Okay. They need to be very, very careful, of course, with this next comeback. And also, I was picking up on the concerts. I think they're selling out stadiums or something like that. I'm a bit worried about that because I was kind of feeling something about that may go wrong. Like, I don't know what, but I was just feeling like something with that is going to go wrong. Like something bad may happen in a sense of, I don't know if I don't know what it is. I really can't put my finger on it right now. But it's like something may kind of like plans may change or something like that may happen when it comes to the big stadiums, make one of them or two of them. I don't know. We'll have to see. But they just need to be very careful, especially because if they meet that burnout, then they will definitely probably like if they end up burning themselves out, they may definitely have to sort of cancel some things. So the last oracle cards I drew, just to clarify and get some better understanding of what's going on. Um, and this is called, I think this is a new deck. This is my, hold on, dream inspiration cards. So basically, they have number 64, the Attic in reverse, number 4, Harley Quinn, the 19 Falls, and 33 Reading. And so basically, let me actually read these because with these cards, it's not a tarot deck. It's a little bit difficult to get around sometimes. Well, all the time since it's a new deck. Okay. So the 64 Attic in reverse is talking about cynicism, mistrust, insane ambitions. Okay, let's talk about that. Let's talk about cynicism, mistrust, and insane ambitions. That's exactly what was coming out sort of from here, right? Talking about them, it's like they're sort of overly ambitious. They're overly ambitious. They're doing a bit too much. And in the end, it's kind of, I'm feeling like they're going to start turning on each other on the inside again. It's one of those things where they're going to be under so much pressure that they're going to start pinning that against each other. Okay, so the next card is number 4. They're going to overcome it quickly, though. Okay, number 4 is Harley Quinn. Constructive, yes. Constructive abilities and diplomacy. Yes, they are going to overcome it quickly, but it's like going to be these spurts of like intense arguing and intense like words being thrown at each other. Like they're going to put themselves under so much stress. It's going to cause some fights between BTS within the next few months. And this could even stretch out a little bit past the 4 months. I was just trying to do 4 months so I can like come back and do another career reading and check up on them, because I'm not trying to check up on them every month. But yeah, so like I feel like they're going to have some off and on fights, some a lot more intense fights. I'm feeling more intense fights. And let's see the next card, but they will overcome it. It's like it's going to be a short burst of fights. It's going to be like an intense fight, and then they're going to kind of work through it. Okay. So we have falls, number 19. Regeneration, abundance, maternity. Again, this is kind of talking about whatever this fallout is, or whatever this like intense like depression or down mood, whatever these overwhelming negative emotions that come, they are going to overcome it, and then they're kind of going to reconnect. Okay, they're going to reconnect and get that back together. And this is definitely going to be on the inside, because the next card reading is like introspection, progress, private practices. Okay. This is going to be something that they are definitely going to keep. Well, I believe they're going to keep it to themselves. It's going to be just like, okay, remember how the last time they announced at the awards that they were going to break up? I think this time, whatever they go through, they're not going to really say anything, at least not immediately. They're going to solve their problems privately this time and just kind of keep it between themselves. But I am seeing that emotionally there's going to be trouble in the water. Basically, a lot of the cards are kind of saying that they're really going to need to slow their roll this time around, because it is going to start to slowly wane and affect their teamwork. They will still be successful regardless of the choices, the career choices that they make. Like, so now, regardless of the negative things that are going to happen on the inside, on the outside, they're still going to be very successful. There's nothing that's going to block their success this time around, or for probably even for this year. It's just more of fatigue and mental stability, probably Jungi with the cynicism, and just it's going to be a lot for them. Okay, so Army, be strong, send some positive vibes out towards BTS. But that actually completes our reading for today. Again, if you liked it, give me a thumbs up, show some love, hit the notification bell to get more readings by me. And remember, you can always email me if you want to purchase a personal reading for yourself, or a personal reading for your idol, or a video reading for your idol, whichever. Anyway, until next time, guys, thanks for dining with me at the den. Bye.